Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming a tutorial for my most watched video, which is an animated video intro using iMovie on the MacBook. But instead of on Mac, today I'm going to be filming it in iMovie on the iPhone, as I got a lot of comments from people asking me how they can do it if they don't have MacBooks, and I figured I'd show you how to do it on iPhone instead. So these are the three apps that we are going to need today in order to do this tutorial. The first app is Keynote, which you'll remember if you watched my last video. That will be linked in the description if you want to go and watch that first. The second app is Fontier, so that's in order to get the fonts that we need for the tutorial. And the last app we need is iMovie. We're going to start off by opening up Keynote and then creating a new document, pressing on the standard white background presentation. Then we're just going to swipe away this sidebar just so we can see the whole screen, and we can delete this because we don't need it. And then we're going to press the plus button in the top corner, and under symbols you will find a heart, and you can just resize that to your liking. It doesn't really matter how big. And then you can choose whatever colour you want, but the colour I chose for mine was pink. So you scroll down to style, pink, and you can choose kind of whatever pink you want. I think I'm going to choose this one because it's more like the colour of the one I did on the last tutorial, and I'm going to try and do it as exact as I can to the last one, as you guys seem to like that one a lot. So back to style, and I'm going to lower the opacity a bit just to make it a bit paler, but all these steps are completely optional. So when you've got this in the background, you want to create your text, and so by doing that you have to press the plus button, go back to basic, and then press the text button to make a text box. So you can type in whatever your channel name is. Mine is just my name, so I'm going to type that in. And then I'm going to make it bigger by pressing on the paintbrush text, and then upping the size until I'm happy with it. And then resizing it to where I want it. Now, I guess this is okay, but we want to have a nicer font, and the way we do this and insert it into Keynote, you can see if I go onto the style that I have the font that I used before, which is Jenna Sue, which I downloaded from DaFonts. As you can see, I have it here, but it obviously, because it's a downloaded font, it doesn't come with Keynote. So I'm going to show you how to download that now. You need the app Fontier, which was what I showed you before. So if you go out of here, going onto Safari, and going to DaFont and type in Genesu, and then go onto Genesu and then press download. And then you can see here it says open in Fontier. I'm not going to do that because I've already done it. So what it will do, it will take you through a process, and you're going to have to like press install, and then it will open it in Fontier, and then you just do it with the other font as well, which is called MW Heart, and you download these hearts. I'll show you what that's for later, but you just do the same process and download it in Fontier, so then it will be in here, and that means when you go into Keynote it will be in the font section, but I think you might have to close down the app first by double tapping and swiping up to refresh the app. So once we've done that and resized it, we're going to add a little heart with a smile in it, which is what you need that other font for. So move it over here, and it is a lowercase f, I believe I used before. So that might look weird now, but then when we change the font to the heart, sorry I don't really know where it is, so I'm going to look for it. There it is, it's up here, it's on my recents because I just used it. And then we just resize it to make it as big as you want. Okay, that's okay. tap out, and then we're going to resize it. So tap out and then move it. Okay, that looks cool. So what we're going to do now, we're going to actually do the animation. In order to do this, we just press here, and this bar comes up, and then we have to press this arrow here where it says animate. So press the animate button, leave the build out, but just do the build in. So press where it says build in, scroll down to where it says squish, and then there are more options on here. So we're going to go into options, make the duration 2 seconds or however long you want it, and then random and after transition. So then if we play that, it will fall like that. Okay, that's okay. And then we go into the heart, okay, then do build in, and then I believe it was shimmer. You play around with the options. So this one I put it down to 1 second, and you have to do it after previous, so you don't have to tap the screen. So this is what it will look like. So I'm going to press done, and now what we're going to have to do, you're going to have to rotate your device. I'm not going to do this because I've already done this, but what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to rotate your device. It's just so it's in the right orientation for when it goes into iMovie. So make sure rotation lock isn't on, and then you're going to have to use your screen recorder, which if you don't know how to get it on, Google it. I think you need to have the latest version of iOS. So Google how to get your screen recorder on. I'm not going to press it because I'm currently recording my screen. So what you do, you go into here, and then so when it's recording, press play so you can get it to go through the transition, and then you'll swipe up and you'll stop recording. This is because you can't export the moving PowerPoint as MP4 on your iPhone. That can only be done on the Mac, so this is the only way around it. If you have another way to get the video from Keynote into iMovie on iPhone, please leave it in the comments, or any other alternatives for people that don't have this screen recorder. Feel free to leave that below. But we're done in Keynote, so we're going to go to Keynote, and then after we're at Keynote, we're going to go into iMovie. So as you can see, I have already imported mine into iMovie from when I did it before, but I'm going to show you how to do it from fresh. So when you open iMovie, you'll see this screen, and then press this button up here, Movie, and then the screen recording which you have taken. Sorry, I just blurred that out because it had all my camera roll in it. What you want to do here is, as you can see, it starts like this. This was the screen recording that I took. So you want to crop it so you don't get the bit at the end where you're stopping the file, and the bit at the beginning before it goes into the full mode. It's like that. If you want to insert sounds to make it better, this is how you do it. So you want to press the plus button, then go into audio, then sound effects, and iMovie has loads of pre-installed sound effects for you to use. On the one in the Mac, I used an effect called typewriter, but they don't have this on the Keynote version. But I have found a sound that is fairly similar, and the effect that was pretty similar to the typewriter was the clock tick. So you just want to press that and then press use. This will import it into iMovie, and you want this to be the sound of the letters falling down. So we want to just arrange that to where the letters fall. So they start falling about here, and then they end around here. So then when we play that, it will sound like this. And now we want to insert a sound for the heart when it flashes on. Now luckily they have the same sound here as they did on the Mac, which was camera shutter. It sounds like this. And we want to use that to be the flash sound of the heart. So I guess that could start around here. Yeah. So this is it all together. And I'm actually going to move this a bit further in. So I'm just going to do some final adjusting to this. Okay, so this is the final intro transition. So if you watched my last intro tutorial, which I did for Keynote and iMovie on MacBook, you can see that this is pretty much identical to the one which I did on there. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you didn't already know, I read and reply to almost every comment in my comment section. Any questions you have, I will read them, I will reply to them, try to be as helpful as possible. And also, if you have any requests for future videos, please leave them below, because I really want to know what you guys want me to film and what you need help on and what you want me to teach you how to do. Leave a comment below and I will try to do it. So if you like the video, please leave a like below and subscribe if you want to stay updated with future videos and tutorials. Okay, so thank you so much and I will catch you in my next video.